As the occupation forces persist in their offensive against Palestinian resistance, they have faced significant losses due to the smart guerrilla tactics employed by the defenders. Videos depicting these operations have surfaced, showing increased casualties and material losses on the front line. The resistance continues to surprise their adversaries with effective offensives, challenging the notion of inevitable defeat. Despite pressures from YouTube regulators, the OMT news team remains steadfast in delivering accurate information. Your support in promoting truthful reporting by sharing and subscribing helps raise awareness about the ongoing situation in Palestine. The crisis in Gaza persists with no apparent resolution in sight. The Palestinians' robust resistance blurs the distinction between the occupying forces' superiority and the seemingly limited resources of the resistance. While unverified by OMT News's investigative team, circulating videos portray the resilience required to defend one's beliefs and rights. Despite the perceived disadvantages faced by the Palestinian resistance, it's increasingly evident that the occupation struggles to completely overpower Gaza from the determined arms of the Palestinian freedom movements. The debate now revolves around the occupation's perceived superiority. It's been revealed that they are not invulnerable, exposing the vulnerabilities of the occupation forces for the world to witness for the first time. The global community has witnessed an occupation that portrays itself as the victim, but acts as the aggressor. The world now recognizes Gaza as an open-air prison, where Palestinians chose their leaders through democratic processes. However, when their preferred leaders were elected, an embargo was imposed on the entire population, seemingly to undermine their government's support. Faced with this challenge, there were alleged plans for the mass displacement of the population. This situation has exposed aspects of apartheid, colonization, subjugation, and deep-seated racism. Consequently, there has been a shift in global sentiment, with more support for Palestine's right to defend itself from aggression. The world acknowledges the steadfast resistance of the Palestinians, witnessed in their ability to neutralize occupation tanks and defend their cause with courage. Their story is one that will inspire future generations.
أحد المجاهدين بضرب الجند المحملة بالكاربت بقذيفة الياسين 105. الله أكبر ولله الحمد. مضى أكثر من 24 ساعة، نقلت الجند مضروبة والعدو لحتى الآن لم يسحبها من المكان.
There are unverified estimates suggesting that around 5,000 occupation military tanks and vehicles have been neutralized by Palestinian guerrilla tactics, with some of these incidents occurring en route to the Gaza Strip. Ambush tactics have been significant in challenging the occupation's claim of superiority, reportedly neutralizing around 3,000 soldiers, according to unverified accounts. These estimates seem to align with videos released by Palestinians since the crisis began. The occupation force seldom releases videos of their operations, largely conducted from the air and often targeting civilian areas, despite claims of focusing solely on military targets. Consequently, casualties continue to rise, particularly among innocent civilians.
With immense pride, with immense faith and determination to continue the fight that was started by our martyrs. We announce to our Palestinian people.
Meanwhile, Ismail Haniyeh, head of Hamas political bureau, urged U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken during his regional tour to prioritize ending occupation aggression in Gaza. Haniyeh expressed hope that Blinken had learned from past instances of consistent U.S. support for Israel and stressed the importance of halting aggression and occupation in all Palestinian territories. Haniyeh also urged officials from the Arab and Islamic countries Blinken was visiting to highlight the crucial nature of the Palestinian cause for the region's future and stability. He emphasized the Palestinian people's resilience against ongoing suffocation under occupation. Blinken initiated his regional tour in Turkey and is scheduled to visit Greece, Jordan, Qatar, the United Arab Emirates, Saudi Arabia, Israel, Egypt, and the West Bank. During this period, Israel continued its sustained attacks on the Gaza Strip, resulting in casualties, primarily among women and children. In a related development, Jordan's King Abdullah has raised concerns about the ongoing conflict in Gaza, urging the United States to advocate for an immediate ceasefire. During a meeting with U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken, King Abdullah emphasized the urgent need to address the humanitarian crisis in Gaza. He stressed the pivotal role of the United States in pressuring for an immediate truce in Gaza, ensuring the safety of civilians and enabling effective distribution of medical and humanitarian aid. King Abdullah strongly criticized the forced displacement of Palestinians in Gaza and the occupied West Bank, viewing it as a clear violation of international law. He highlighted the importance of allowing Palestinians to return to their homes. Moreover, he reiterated the kingdom's unwavering opposition to any attempts to divide Gaza and the West Bank. He emphasized that regional stability hinges on a just resolution to the Palestinian issue and achieving comprehensive peace through a two-state solution. King Abdullah also condemned the violence by Israeli settlers against Palestinians and the repeated violations of Islamic and Christian holy sites in occupied Al-Quds, Jerusalem. He called for addressing these issues to prevent further escalation in the region. Secretary Blinken's visit to Jordan is part of his Middle East tour aimed at de-escalating the conflict in Gaza. He is scheduled to visit Qatar and the United Arab Emirates later on Sunday. It's crucial to raise awareness and promote informed discussions on this matter. Consider sharing this information and subscribing to stay updated on developments from Palestine. Until the next update, hoping for peace and stability in the region.